Alright, so here we are with another quick build. I went through and I made a couple of missiles. I know a lot of people like to make missiles. I give you my iteration of what I do. Um, I'll just be quiet here and let you guys watch the video. Laying a good wide base down so you have good platform. I do use an anchor block. Does help a little bit. You can use these missiles for like a missile truck or um, maybe I don't know what else you could use these for. They don't work that great on airplanes. Um, there's not enough thrust in this style. You could possibly use other forms of thrust. I've done these with the space thruster block, make it a little bit larger. I was trying to scale this down a little bit and make it as compact as possible. You'll see me pause here a couple of times. Gotta take care of the dogs or something else. So this is just a basic base I'm using to test things out. Like I said, you can add these into a moving vehicle, a truck, maybe on the side of a tank, maybe a boat. I don't think these would work on a submarine. Though you could probably make torpedoes if you use the one of the underwater propellers. Joining these together with the 4x1 flat connector. Obviously I picked the wrong part. You'll have to stagger these, so you place one and get the other one, rotate it, put it on a different side. Like so. So first I tried doing some powered small tail fins to see if that helped out a little bit. Give it a little more stability. Um, you'll see a little later on how I changed that a bunch of different times. Try to figure out what flies best. This thing was quite finicky, and took a while to figure out exactly the best amount of thrust versus drag. And a good area to actually mount them on too. Only one stick of dynamite. Really all you need. I have made other missiles or rockets, if you want to call them that, probably more accurate since they are not guided, that use distance sensors tied into the dynamite, and those ones are a little bit larger, but they would explode when the distance sensor got to a certain distance of whatever it saw. First test here, see what happens. And it looks kind of lackluster. Not too happy with that. I went for a distance, but not far enough for me. So what do? I'll show you what we do here. You add in a piston. So those that don't know, if you put a piston at -100 and keybind it to the negative output, it shoots forward pretty fast and is pretty decent at launching things at that point. And this is a matter of setting the delay on the detachable block to the right amount. So you set -100, set it auto reset, keybind on the negative for yeah, it's the negative, not the positive. You'll see that here in a second. And look at that, it doesn't do anything. And don't forget to set your start position to 0. And something got screwed up here. What did I do? Messing around with the delays. So you can see how that went a little bit further there. A little janky on the start. Yeah, definitely was not good. You want our missiles to fly straight, not off to one side or the other there, huh? I did eventually find out that hanging them from the top actually works better than hanging them from the side like that. I think this is shortly here where I realized that moving the whole platform, so I added a anchor pin here in a minute. You can see the platform moving there, it's not very stable. So a more controlled method of launching them. And a little bit of a delay here to the piston and the detachable block. That went to 5.3 seconds instead of 0.53 seconds. Or 5.03 seconds. It should have been... What was that? A little goofy. Yeah, sometimes things don't work out. I think this is where I realized what I had done. Yeah. Well, it should work, right? Oh, wait, nope, doesn't work. Hey, little dancing rocket, where you going? Hey, where did it go? So this is a failure after failure after failure. Trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Here's where I had the anchor pin. One right in the middle there does enough. Let's see that. Nope, and still no good launch. So what the heck are we gonna do here? Add another detachable block. That'll fix everything, right? Let's see what happens. Oh, whoa, what the heck was that? I don't know about you, but if I'm having a truck launch missiles like that, I wouldn't feel too comfortable around it. I keep tweaking the settings on these things, thinking it's going to change something, but it doesn't ever really actually do that. So the first one tends to launch okay, still isn't great. You can see how it still goes off to the one side, but that second one for some reason just won't launch consistently. So we try here to add some more bracing to it. I think that's what I'm doing here. What am I doing here? Nobody really knows, I don't think. Oh, nope, still no good. Let's try moving it back a little bit and see what happens. Trying different positions, trying to figure out holding in different areas will make the launch a little bit better. Came right back at me. So I didn't like that. So I had a second set of attachable blocks, trying to make it a little more stable on the launch. can anyone explain to me why they go on most of the things from the smallest to the largest, but on the tubes they go largest to smallest? What's the deal with that? Alright, so let's see what happens here. So this whole build was kind of a little frustrating to say the least. Mainly because I was sitting there trying to figure out how to get everything to work, and it just didn't want to work. Seems like no matter what I tried, things just weren't going well. Yeah, you run into that sometimes with this game where you get an idea and you start building it up and it sounds good on paper and things start to work good with one side and you try to duplicate to another side and it doesn't want to work. Don't get discouraged. It happens to all of us. I'm sure the other YouTubers that do this have same issues. So that looked like a dud almost. So I'm just adding in a third decimal point just to see if it changes anything. I don't know if Trailmaker saves that point or not. It does something change, that's for sure. I thought to myself, hey, let's add some fins up above here on the front end of it, see if that helps anything out. It definitely did not. Yeah, this is a fun part of the build where the missiles just kind of go all haywire and wonky all over the place. looks a beaver tail missile. And it still does, well, that. Whatever that is. I'm not sure what that is. Pretty sure missiles are supposed to go straight. At least these ones are, because they're not guided in any sort of way. Hey, maybe those new logic blocks will be able to be guided missiles. I don't know how big they're going to be, because that would probably take quite a bit of logic. You guys notice how the flight characteristics changed a little bit there when I took that one thruster off? I didn't notice it at first. So I'm here racking my brain trying to figure out how to make this thing actually work right. So I'm thinking maybe not have the thrusters on all the time and only turn on after I hit the button to release them, and maybe that'll help out. But silly me used an XOR gate when I actually wanted an AND gate, as you'll see here in a little bit. Yeah, so I figured out that the AND gate actually is what I wanted. So out with the XOR, in with the AND. I do suppose a NOR gate would have worked instead of an altitude sensor. You know, set that to your keybind and set it to LB, or whatever your keybind is, and set it to toggle. One of the issues I find with playing with a controller versus a keyboard is when I try to do inputs with a keyboard, every once in a while when I go to type them in, the game likes to get stuck in configuration mode. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. A little more than a minute, a few minutes. Again, trying different tail fin placements, trying to find something that actually works. there it goes. Effective. I mean, at least they're consistently screwing up, right? Hover missile, I guess? I don't know what that is. Still trying out different things, trying to figure out the best way to make this thing actually work. Decided to go with the regular, non-powered small tail fins. And this actually ends up working better than powered tail fins. I think they had too much drag for the powered ones. And then I realized I can add another little small rocket in there. And make sure all your connectors are connected right. So I'm still running that issue of the one just doesn't want to do what I want it to do. And you're going to see what I'm talking about when I say that it's stuck in configuration mode. So usually on my controller, there I'm on the keyboard. So you type in the value, and I go to click out, and it doesn't want to move. It's frozen in this mode. Quite annoying, actually. So it's gonna skip ahead to the next part of the video. And if you note what the rocket looks like here, the missile looks like here, and when it cuts over, you'll see what it looks like next. I did go through some design changes. I found out. See, there you go, right there. Looks completely different. We attached it from the top. You see they fly much better now. So I was pretty happy with this at this point. They're still not perfect, but they're a lot better than they were. See, now there's only 3 thrusters. And here I am showing you guys the setup here. So you have your 1 keybind set, powers on those 3 thrusters. So what happens here is when you hit your key to launch the missile, the piston shoots forward. the AND gate, which is getting its input from the altitude sensor and the keybind, turns on the small thrusters, and then about 0.2 of a second, 0.02 second later, the detachable blocks release, launching the missile forward, and the rockets kick in, and at that point have enough power to push it forward. System seems to work pretty well, like I said. You can use this design for, like I said, a missile truck. You can also use it maybe for an airplane. I think it'd be more like a dummy bomb, or a rocket, like a dummy rocket maybe. They are kind of large. Maybe on a boat or a tank of some sort. You might be able to get away with taking off another rocket. Will definitely reduce the range of it. You could also use this system and add different types of thrust. Like I said, space thrusters work well, but it does increase the size of the actual missile. Seems to be working pretty good there. So you can take the design, like I said, use it how you want to use it. Be safe. Don't blow your friends up, I guess. I don't know, or do. Maybe they're cool with it. Yeah, we're happy with this now. Yeah, that didn't work. I don't think this angle works either. I think it just kind of plops on the ground and scoots. Yeah, there it goes. And yep, there it goes. Didn't have enough impact with the ground. You can also make a really large missile, kind of like a ICBM truck. You can make one of those. And thanks for watching, guys. It's my second video. Comment, like, subscribe. Name these missiles, because I wasn't quite sure if these are missiles or they're rockets. Let me know what you think. Anyways, have a good day, guys, and I'll make another video eventually. Thank you.